course, reactions have trailed establishment of the National Credit Guarantee Company with an initial capital of 100 billion naira by President Bola Tinubu. Tinubu also approved the constitution of the NCGC board, appointing Yakubu Dogara, former Speaker of the House of Representatives, as chairman. Announcing the development in a statement on Thursday, the presidency said the company is a transformative institution designed to de-risk lending and boost access to finance for micro, small, and medium enterprises. The NCGC is also expected to serve small corporates, manufacturers, consumers, and large enterprises across Nigeria. To help us make sense of this, we're joined by the President, Association of Small Business Owners of Nigeria, Dr. Femi Egbesola. Dr. Egbesola, thank you so much for talking to us at this time.
Thank you also for having me.
So what are your thoughts about the newly established National Credit Guarantee Company?
For me, it's a right step in the right direction. This is one of the initiatives we in the micro, small, and medium enterprises sector have been looking forward to. Of course, you will remember that over the years, one major theme, one major factor that has been a challenge to MSMEs has been finance, access to finance. It's been very, very difficult. So with this initiative, we are very hopeful that we will now be able to have more access to finance because the guarantee scheme is going to now de-risk the MSME sector. It is going to act more or less like a guarantor to MSMEs, such that if we approach participating banks, we will now be able to have some form of guarantee coming from the guarantee scheme or guarantee scheme limited, where a certain percentage of the fund given to us will be collateral, will be guaranteed by the institution. We look forward to a guarantee of as much as 50 to 70% if possible. And that means that banks that always see us as very high risk will no longer see us as that. It means that we will have more access to funding. And when we have more access to funding, we'll be able to grow and scale. Remember too that we are the provider of over 80% of the employment in the nation. So if we grow, the nation itself grows. It's also going to stimulate grassroots economic growth too, to help us be able to also contribute more meaningfully to the GDP. And of course, this is the time we are talking about export. We want to be championing non-oil export, not just oil alone. It's been very difficult to engage in non-oil export because of funding. This also is going to provide a veritable platform for us to be able to now have enough fund to export. It will also help to fight poverty because by the time the MSMEs are doing well, we will be able to create more jobs. And that in itself will reduce poverty.
So this 100 billion naira initiative is designed to de-risk lending and boost access to finance for MSMEs, as you've said. Are there any hidden encumbrances in terms of criteria for those who would be, for those who would have to access this particular facility and, of course, probably pay back on it?
Well, at the moment, we are not sure of the terms and conditions. The rule of the game is not yet very clear. It's just a pronouncement by the president. It is going to really become operational in the month of July. By then, we are going to see the exact terms and conditions that guide this. But for us, we will advise that government should not introduce unnecessary bottlenecks that has always been the case in initiatives like this. At the end of the day, debar MSMEs from being able to access it. We also want government to be able to create enough awareness. Awareness is key, so that MSMEs in themselves will be able to know about this initiative and participate meaningfully about it. That's not left alone for the government. We on our own, business membership organizations like ASBON, it will also begin to carry out enough sensitization to prepare our members to be able to access it and ensure that they are credit worthy and credit ready to be able to access it. One of it is by ensuring that they keep their records, they register their business with CAC, they formalize and structure their businesses in a way that they can enjoy this. We also want to mention here that other initiatives like this has been hijacked by politicians, so to speak. We call them political business owners. We hope it's not going to be like that this time. We hope it's not going to be about favoritism, whereby the real MSMEs will be sidelined. We also believe that if this will work, it's important for government to have a strong handshake with the stakeholders in the ecosystem, stakeholders like some of us who are housing a number of these MSMEs, that knows where the two pinches, that knows how to contribute meaningfully to policies like this. It is important for that handshake to be there so that government will understand the real needs of these MSMEs, know how they can intervene with this credit guarantee company, such that eventually we'll be able to track the impacts and the success. And we'll be able to now say, okay, government, we have 100 billion this time. Can we have more because of the measurable impact we've been able to see over a period of time?
And for an economy that is still struggling with exchange rates, import duties and all, do you think that more gains will be achieved looking at the pre-existing economic situations that businesses in Nigeria still face?
Of course, high interest rates, unavailability of FX, sometimes instability of FX, very high cost of energy and all of that are part of those that has eroded us of our finances. It has eroded us of our capital. It has eroded us of our profits. And now we are cap in hand looking for funds everywhere. So this initiative for me is a soft landing for us if it is well implemented, because implementation is another thing. I think it's going to really solve a lot of challenges that surround finance for MSMEs. And beyond that, I also want to look at the possibility of for other investors, international investors, coming on board now, knowing that the seemingly high-risk sector is now being de-risked by the incoming National Credit Guarantee Company. I also think that with this, we'll have other guarantee companies that are available before now, being able to synergize and work with this new company. But remember that we have one from the Development Bank of Nigeria known as the Impact Guarantee Company. I think there should be a synergy whereby we will now be able to have a seamless funding and access to finance for MSMEs. That's the way to go. We see that the right step in the right direction. And for me, what's next to see is government rolling it out and helping to ensure that the real sector, the MSMEs, are the actual beneficiaries of this wonderful initiative.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Femi Egbesola, for talking to us.
Thank you very much for having me once more.